This is course schedule problem, Leetcode number 207. So see, this is a very easy problem. This is nothing but a simple modified version of simple our traditional topological sort. Okay, so like what is given in the question, we have simply given the number of the courses, mean we have given some of the courses. Let's say there are two courses, 1 and 0, and these are given in this form, means vector of vector form. Like now what we can say here, what is the meaning of this? There's a AI and BI, there's general form. What it means, it indicates basically you must take course B first if you want to take course AI. Okay, so now we can see here, so whenever there is a ordering or constraint, means before this you have to do this, or you have to do this before this. Okay, so these kind of questions simply give us hint to using the DFS there. Okay, so now what we can do here, so this is simply there's a simple trickle change in here. So what we had, what is the thing here in our in what we can say, let's say if I have to take in one example there. Okay, so there is a 1 0 node there, it is pointing to the 1, and let's say it is pointing to 2 there. Okay, so let's say this is our graph is given there. Okay, so now if we have to find generally in our toposhot, it is given what it is given there, 0 must come we can say before 1. Okay, and similarly 1 must come before 2. Okay, so this is our toposhot is saying to us, this is nothing but the toposhot. Now the simple change in this question, it is in this question it is given simply 1 must come before 0, and similarly there is a 2 must come before 1. Okay, so this is in the question, so only this is the change, this is the question asked for us. Okay, so that means if it is a 1 0 means this, now don't confuse it if you have to see 1 pointing to 0, but there is some changes, like what's the different in this, there's a 2 courses there. Now to take course 1 you should have finished 0. Okay, so in this question it is given as there it is given as a 1 pointing to 0 there. Okay, so if we have to do our traditional toposhot here, so that means before 0 you must come 1, but in the question it gives before 0 you must complete 1. Okay, so there's only this changing there. So that means, so now how to do this part, so simply don't need to change anything, simply change our adjacency list. Okay, so this is the only thing here. Now how to do this part here, so we have to simply, so see, first of all, if you don't know the topological sort, in my previous videos I have to explain this topological sort here, and like how to detect the cycle. Or this is I do this using the DFS method and BFS method also there, so that is also already known as the Kahn's algorithm there. Okay, so for the score you have to see my previous video where I explain this part here. Okay, so I have to first initialize our adjacency list there, in degree vector there. Now see here, when I'm going traversing our prerequisite vector there, so see, this is my iterator vector. Now what we have to say here, in adjacent of it of 1 I have to push or of the it of 0. So this is just but the this is just but opposite as we see in usual questions there. Okay, in general questions what we have to see, in general question if we have to see is there is a 0, if it is pointing to 1, let's say, and if it is pointing to 2, let's say, and if it is pointing to 3. So in these cases what we can do, adjacency list is nothing but the key value pair. In key we have a one node there, and in value we have simply the one vector there. In vector we have to simply store what are its node there, means 1, means 2, means 3. Okay, so these are some, so this is our traditional adjacency list there. But in this question what we can do, like how to do this, simply changing the direction of our list. Here we can do simply one thing, we have to store our neighboring here in key value, and simply store what are the values in our we can say in our the value pair. Okay, so like this is a simple change in our question there. Similarly go for the 2 node there, similarly go for the node number 3. Okay, so this is the like similar for it, similar for it. Okay, so this is the only thing change here. So that's why adjacent of it of 1 mean we have to store the value in this of this value. Okay, so it of 1 we have to store it of 0 values in our one pair, and simply what we can do here. So now since this become there's a direction is changing here, so that means if it is pointing to its value, okay, so that means, so whose have the in degree is increasing here, so in degree of this, so this is nothing but the it of 0, so that's why in degree of it of 0 is increasing. So this is something, this is subtle change in our questions there. Like similarly you have to make our in degree of neighboring plus plus, but here we have to making our in degree of current node as a plus plus. Okay, so all of the code is remaining the same there. Okay, and now since we know how to verify that our topo shot is working or not, since it is applicable only for the DAG, means directed acyclic graph. So if it we have to simply count what are the node we have to store in our final answer vector there. If the total number of node is given as a n, so it means this is we are able to write the whole topological sort. So simply written true means we are able to use the courses in such a manner that is given in the question, else return the false. Okay, what's the time complexity, space complexity? Nothing changed, simply same what are we read in our topological sort. So this is the time complexity, space complexity. Okay, so this is code schedule 1 there. Coming to this code schedule 2 question, this is again the same question. Here it is the same question again, that there's a nothing change, but the only thing it is extra asking is it has to asking me the ordering. Like in this question it is asking me whether it is possible or not, true or false, but it is asking you have to return either one of the cases, because we know like topological sort for each graph, or we can say for one of the graph there can be many of the sorting possibles there. Okay, so you have to return any of the order there. Like if we have to see here, so this is one of the topological sort for this case. We can verify this. For 1, 0 we see 0 must come before 1. Okay, for 2, 0 0 must come before 2. For 3, 0 1 must come before 3. For 3, 2 2 must come before 3. So this is valid, so it means okay. So now again the question is same here. Okay, so like the whole of the code is remaining the same here. Simply like what the code is in, and like okay, so at the final we can say if our answer vector is simply the n, means if it is a valid, simply return what are the answer we gain from our topo short. If it is not valid, in that case simply return the empty array, so that's why return empty array. So again the same time complexity is space complexity. So that is our code schedule 2 question there.